and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble. I'm your astrologer and your tarot card reader, and I'm here with your readings for the week of February the 11th through February the 18th. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you enjoy these readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you don't find anything, maybe at the end of the week you will, because some people always call me back and contact me and say, oh my God, you were so right. So I hope that you return. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. And I want to thank you for all the likes, shares, comments and new subscriptions. Let me put my flower in this. Can I get the flower in this? It's so pretty. Let's see. Can it get in? My lovely flower. My friend bought this for me. Oh, that's what I'd like to get. There you go. Now, listen, I have a new contest, guys, next week. If you have, this is how you enter this competition. So the most viewed video, I'm sorry for all the noise, I've got my window open because it's a lovely day out here in New York City. So it's for the most viewed video, right, with the most shares and the most comments. So, and you must be a subscriber. So if the most viewed video, I will put all the names of the people that commented on that video and shared, and they'll go into a bag. And they will win a full personal reading with me, which is about an hour to an hour and a half, one-on-one. And so that will be drawn in a live feed on Tuesday. Let me see, when did I say I was going to do it? Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unfortunately, you have to be, you have to attend the live stream, excuse me, the live stream in order to win. So if you're not there, then I'll pull another name out of the hat or the bag. Now, I'm also doing a runner-up. So the second most viewed video with the most shares and the most comments, or the second most, all those names will go into a separate bag. And I'll pull those on the live stream, and they will win a parlor reading, which is about 20 to 25 minutes, sometimes half an hour. Okay, so great. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for February the 11th through February the 17th. And this is a general reading, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, please click on this link here, which will take you to my website. You can see the kind of readings that I offer and prices and things. So if you're new and you haven't been here before, I may, during the horoscope, I may mention specific days, but the days leading up to it, the energy is applicable for that and leading away from it too. So, going to your horoscope, I've already blessed the cards. This is for Gemini for February the 11th through February the 17th. Wonderful blessings, guidance and information. Can you give Gemini? Okay, so Gemini, on Wednesday, Mars is conjunct Uranus. Now, that means that the two planets are very on top of each other almost, and they are, and their energies are melding. Now, maybe you're working on a social media marketing campaign or promoting something online. Perhaps you're testing the effectiveness of a campaign, something that you're kind of getting things out to the public. So this is a perfect time to post a marketing promotion to the general public. This is a perfect time to get it out there, whatever the form that you want to do. So any kind of promotions, mass marketing promotions, you know, emails, things like that. It's, oh gosh, too many came out. They'd be really effective this week. Now, Thursday, Mars moves into Taurus, in your house of undoing. and secret. So Mars wants to act out, right? Wants to keep going, and Mars wants to get out and go, and it can feel a little. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Mars in the 12th house is kind of passive aggressive, if you know. It's not aggressive. It's kind of more passive. It's not as get up and in your face. But it kind of wants to, it still has that, naturistic urge to do that. So Mars is slowing down because it's in Taurus. So Taurus kind of pulls Mars back. And because it's going through your house of undoing, it's like you want to stay behind closed doors. You don't want to be out. You don't want to be out in the public. You want to kind of stay home and be in solitude. That's the kind of energy that's going on for you on Thursday. So there could be kind of gossiping and talking about people behind their backs, and you kind of prefer to, it's probably on the phone, or via social media. You want to kind of stay at home. You don't want to kind of be out in the public during that time now, or at this time. Now on Sunday, this is a beautiful aspect. Venus sextiles Neptune, and that's a lovely harmonious energy, and it could kind of have you lost in thought. It's almost like a movie is playing in your head. These are clarifying cards, please, for Gemini. So you may get lost in thought. You may have these incredible expansive ideas, kind of without boundaries, thinking outside the box, for work and for business. Really kind of these brilliant kind of concepts that you're thinking of. Just be sure that they're not too much outside the box for the powers that be at work if you're not working for yourself. And even if you're working for yourself, you have to kind of be a little cautious and check in reality if these are actually concepts that can manifest. And because you may not understand the constraints expected of you at work, or indeed in this three-dimensional world, because you might be so far out there and so visionary, if you want, that it may not even be possible to manifest what brilliant ideas you're getting. So it's definitely important to take kind of a check on reality, because Neptune will have you off in fantasy land, or very visionary, and could be way before anybody's ready to hear these ideas or to look at them even. So that's your horoscope. Let's go to your cards. These are clarifying cards for Gemini. Let's clarify. Oof, too many cards flew out there. Let's clarify one card. Oh, there it is. Clarify one card for... Oh, there it is. Oh, lovely, darling, lovely. And let's clarify. Okay, gorgeous. Okay. Now, the first card out for you, darling, is the Six of Pentacles. This is accolades, darling. This is you being, what's the word? Celebrated. This, this at the very least, this can be like a child saying, I love you in public, because this is public accolades. This isn't something behind the scenes or behind the doors. This is you really being appreciated, maybe at work, your boss even saying, oh, you did a really good job, in front of everybody else in the office. It can be something like that. It can be the Academy Awards. And the Academy Awards goes to Gemini. Now, clarifying this is the Queen of Cups. So I'm getting that you're getting the accolades because you've really helped somebody. You've been of service to somebody, Gemini. You've really helped people out, and you're being acknowledged for it. This can be, you know, donating your time to a charity. It can be helping a personal friend. It can be helping your boss. It can be helping the company. In some way, you have been of assistance, and you are being acknowledged for it. It's being acknowledged, and it's a lovely feeling. Now, so you've kind of put yourself out there and you've been helpful. And when the Queen of Cups comes in, it's also saying, don't forget to take care of yourself. So give yourself a day at the spa, you know, or a massage, whatever makes you feel good and rejuvenated, then that's what you should do. Now, the next card you've got is the Four of Pentacles, which tells me that you're kind of holding on to something that you're not letting go of. And this is very kind of, this is Mars. This could be Mars going into Taurus in your house of self-undoing. It's blocking you. So you could be really holding on to a resentment or holding on to something that, some negative feeling towards someone. And by doing so, it's blocking you. So do your utmost and your best to let go of this. It's really, really important. And I'll tell you why. Ta-da! Because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your direction. But if you're hanging on to something, Gemini, you're going to block this wonderful positive energy of everything coming to you. So this is definitely the house of undoing, right? If you're aware of that, you really can bring yourself out of it. So Taurus is moving, Mars is moving into Taurus in your house of undoing. Any kind of bad feeling towards someone, don't act out. You know, Mars is going to act out and it's going to block this. So don't be talking about your boss. Don't be gossiping. Don't tell somebody else somebody's secret. Be really careful about this time and resist that Mars energy to act out in a secretive, not a very good way, because you're blocking. By doing so, you'll be blocking this Wheel of Fortune, and you don't want to, darling. Let the Wheel of Fortune come in for you. It's doing its best, but the house of self-undoing may block it unless you are aware of it, and then you can overcome that when you are aware of it. So every time you get that urge to say something or do something that's kind of negative or secretive, don't. Take a breath and think of the Wheel of Fortune that you're missing if you do. Anyway, don't do anything nefarious. Don't hold on to negative feelings. Let them go. Drop them like hot potatoes, darling, because good stuff is coming. Now you've got the Emperor, right? And the Emperor's all about getting rid of things that no longer work for you. Letting go of stuff that's not good, that's blocking you. This is about this can be clearing out your mind. And Gemini, you know that you're an air sign, so you're ruled by your thought process. This is about cleansing. This is about cleansing, right? He's organizing. He is clearing out. Clear out your mind of negative debris. You can do that with meditation. This can be clearing out your space, your office space, organizing so that you can really go forward. But I think for some of you, it really is. It's, I don't want you stuck in that house of self-undoing. I really want you to progress with the Wheel of Fortune on your side, turning in your direction. Underneath, clarifying this, you've got the Hanging Man, right? And the Hanged Man, this is. He's hanging there and in a kind of a yoga pose. So you're being asked to look at this situation from a different perspective. You may have felt hard done to, or somebody's not doing a good job. But you know, this is the thing. When this comes up, it's like they'll find out that you've said something, or they'll find your opinion. So it's really important to look at this from a different perspective and let it go, so that you can move forward, right? I've just got a message there. I'm not going to read it. So this is about moving forward. Just, you know, you've got that, you're being asked to take a look at it from a different perspective. It's like, you know, cocking your head to one side, something looks different than it does from this angle. So get your head around from a different angle. Let this come in, darling. Things are really going to work out for you if you do. Remember that urge. Resist that urge, darling. Gemini, please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.